Hi everyone, and welcome to the presentation of toward compact and low-cost mesoscopic X-Y positioning system using 3D printing of conductive polymers. My name is Benjamin Calmé, and this work was done with Lennart, Rubbert, and Yassine Haddab as a collaboration between LIRM and iCube Laboratory, and supported by the Labex Calmé. The motivation behind this work is to design and manufacture a compact and monolithic positioning system using additive manufacturing. In general, positioning micro and millimetric positioning systems use piezoelectric drive or voice coil models. They are found in the literature, especially because of their precision and repeatability. However, the size of the motors or piezoelectric actuators often exceed that of the platform itself, as illustrated by the two examples from the literature shown on the right. In addition, this type of actuation is also often expensive. 3D printing and the arrival of composite polymers on the market have brought new axes of reflection. The freedom of design brought by this manufacturing process allows many freedom in terms of geometry. This allows, in particular, to obtain monolithic and compact structures. The use of composite material with specific properties is also an asset. The doping of polymer matrix with carbon fibers allow to turn an initially insulating material into a conductive material, and that's what we will use. The contribution of this paper is to propose the compact 2D positioning system with built-in actuators. As introduced, the originality of the proposed design lies in the use of freedom offered by 3D printing, to be able to manufacture in a monolithic way the positioning platform, the 4 independent actuators, and the cooling system. After modeling the actuators with the literature, a model was made for the positioning system. Multiphysics coupling analysis was then performed in ANSYS, following which an experimental characterization was carried out. It is also provides the first element of an easy usable closed-loop control strategy. The goal is that our positioning platform is ready to be used and able to be manufactured with the majority of PLA-compatible 3D printer. We will come back successively on these different points and results. The V-shaped actuator used in the system consists of two beams, inclined at an angle theta, fixed to a central shuttle on one end and an anchor on the other. The design and functioning of this actuator are based on the use of carbon fiber in the PLA. When a voltage is applied to the actuator, the normal electrical resistance induces Joule heating. The temperature generated leads to a thermal expansion, symmetrically varying the length of the beams and thus causing the displacement of the central shuttle. Consequently, the analytical modeling of this type of actuator is done in two steps. A model for the electrothermal effect according to Zeng and based on the first-dimensional form of the Fourier law of heat conduction, and a second model for the thermomechanical effect obtained from Castigliano theorem, whose combination gives the following equation. In addition to the displacement, an essential point is the force ratio between the force exerted by the electrothermal actuator and the force required to deform the actuator in a position. From the above equation, it is clear that the kappa can be seen as the flexibility of the beam in response to the voltage U and an external force P with corresponding stiffnesses. Then, despite the difference in nature, tension and external force are equivalent in terms of generating tip displacement. Therefore, if we consider the tension as an equivalent force pushing the shuttle forward, the actuator can be treated as a spring, and we can then find the force they can produce. It remains to calculate the force of deformation. The force displacement characteristic of this type of mechanism has a linear and nonlinear domain. This explains the two equations. Depending on the displacement, the force will increase to a predefined maximum value and then decrease. The design criteria that should allow the actuation force to be always higher than the deformation force for the desired displacement value. A last point remains to be detailed. It is about the installation. As the part has to be monolithic, a way had to be found so that the actuation of an actuator does not affect the adjacent actuators. we pass a voltage and generate Joule effect. So we need an electrical and thermal insulation. Let's start with the electrical insulation. If we refer to the figure on the right, we see that it's possible to model the platform as a set of resistors. The actuators are modeled by the resistor R1. So we want the resistor R2 to tend to model an insulating material. That is to say that the value of R2 should tend to the infinite. To do this, we have used two methods. The first one is to apply the rule that says that the smaller the section is, the bigger the resistance is. So we have used a pattern decreasing the section. The second point is related to the material. The conductive properties of the printing material are dependent on the orientation of the neutral fibers, which is defined by the direction of the movement of the nozzle. An 100% infill pattern with line was then chosen to maximize the electrical resistivity. The thermal insulation was realized through the pattern that we have described before. The pattern to reduce the cross-sectional area was also chosen to exploit the laminar flow cooling properties of the heat sinks, and thus avoid the heat conduction of the adjacent actuators. Once the design is complete and the analytical model is established, this was validated by finite element simulation. On this slide, we will briefly introduce the numerical results obtained using ANSYS solver. Figure 1 represents a particular case detailed in the article, namely the use of bimaterial printing. Indeed, the beige part is printed with non-doped polymer, and thus insulating by nature. This aspect is less detailed because less accessible to all. Figure 4 represents the module as designed since a while, that is to say monolithic and incorporating the pattern. Figure 2 and 3 show the actuation results for 1 and 2 actuators used simultaneously. These results validate the alternative hypothesis. Figure 5 and 6 show in detail the thermomechanical and electrothermal results of actuating an actuator with the monolithic system. The detail of the simulations and the results are more fully described in the paper. These results being conclusive, it thus remains to validate them experimentally. In the article, we detail the characterization of the printed material, but we will present here only the characterization of an actuator and the positioning system. The actuator was evaluated using the setup on the left. The shuttle displacement was measured for different voltage values ranging to 10 to 50 volts in 5-fold steps and with a return to room temperature in between. These results are shown on the right. As presented, there is a good agreement between the different model and the experimental results obtained. It should also be noted that because the matrix of this material is PLA, if the glass transition temperature is exceeded around 60 degrees, the actuator does not recover its original configuration. The setup used to characterize a complete system is based on the same element as for a single actuator. The displacement along each axis are illustrated here. When writing the paper, by deriving an actuator with a conservative voltage of 50 volts, an average motion range of 1.85 mm is achieved. This also corresponds to a total motion range of 3.7 mm along each axis. For a given desired position, the manipulator was operated 21 times with an open loop control of 40 volts. The average displacement measured was 1.32 mm and the standard deviation was 0.17 mm. Since then, this performance has been improved, as you can see on the video clip. The presence of nonlinear effects required the implementation of control strategy in order to achieve precision positioning. For this system, the temperature rise takes much longer than the temperature position conversion time, which induces a large dead time. The use of a PID would be limited since the time delay would enter in the loop and considerably decrease the performance of the control. A Smith predictor is a predictive controller designed to control a system with a significant feedback delay and here proposed with a PI controller. The PI controller is therefore set for a process without delay, and then a final controller for the process with delay is calculated from the previous one. The process is modeled as a first-order system. The validation of this control strategy was done using the setup illustrated on the right. And you can see the comparison of the average of the experimental results of step response of the system for the real-time control strategies. To conclude, the feasibility of manufacturing a monolithic positioning system with built-in thermoelectric actuator using 3D printer have been done. The consideration of electrical and material property as a constant allow for voltage control, constant resistance, in the 10.75 mm square workspace. Considering the cost of printing and the fact that any printer that can print PLA can produce it, we propose a solution that is accessible to all, compact, and low cost. In future work, we will be interested to know the impact of the nature of the doping and polymer matrix. ABS and PETG have better characteristics than PLA and could probably offer better behavior. We will also integrate nonlinearity and consider their viability in order to clearly define the precision and stability of this approach. We are also interested in adding Z-axis displacement or self-sensing properties. Thanks for your attention and for your interest in our work. Feel free to contact us for more information.